means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like, I think we've gone through times.
Not to throw mud on you, but I have to know that's a fair. I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say, and.
Business, we have to look at the return on our business, the cost of the business. We've held price on our console, we've held price on games for us and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things. But going into this holiday, we thought it was really important that we maintain the prices that we have because we think, as you said, consumer.
Turn 10 and how we started Forza, and they've turned into a great racing studio that does an amazing job. And I know it takes a little bit longer, and maybe people like the quick, hey, why don't you just go buy this studio and bring them in? And we're completely open to that. Microsoft has the money. I have the green light, so to speak, in your terms, to go and acquire studios. Again, I just think it's the goal for us is to bring the best games to the platform. And if a studio wants to maintain its independence but work with a first party, I think that's fine. And the game, I think it's great, actually. And I think our ability to partner with those people and bring the best games to our platform is as strong as it would be if they were owned by us.
Right. Well, I hope you're ready to back.
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our cloud.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like El Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. I'm at 2 ground, Truman Doom. Where's the lamb sauce? All on Game Pass. Among Us, the Ascent, and more.
What's up, grinders? How you doing today? I think we all know how we're doing today. Oh my goodness. We're gonna be hearing a lot of Holy Spirits. Shout out to all the grinders coming on in. We have some things to talk about. My goodness. You see the title of the video. You see the thumbnail. We're about to talk some Redfall. And just, again, we already talked about it a little bit. We talked about it on the show on Monday. Check it out. The Gaming Grindhouse on Monday night. We talked about it a little bit. Did some gameplay, that sus gameplay. We're going to talk about some more. Because it's all leading up. I don't know how we're doing this again. How are we doing this again? Oh, man. Gears are grinding. You better get ready, grinders. I want to see emojis flexing in the goddamn chat. I want to see the chat flying off because this is exactly what leads up to all the podcasts that I ever do. This is what always seems to happen. So this is a culmination of everything that I've been saying and building up to. So this is the time that I say, hey, look at where we are. This is what's going to happen. Fear-mongering. Oh, no, everybody's good. Phil kissed the baby. He hugged the grandma. He did an interview with the Venezuelan government. He's fine. It's great over here. No, it's not. Oh, no, negative Nancy's negative. Oh, no, it's not. Where are the games? Oh, don't worry about it. They're coming. Phil kissed the baby. He hugged the grandma. He signed my ass. He told me it'll be all fine. He told me. No, it's not. Where is it? Oh, no. Greenberg liked my tweet. Now you get this. Shout out to us saying first super chat of the day. He goes, that leak about Redfall was true. Starfield, next. Dude, Starfield. Holy Spirit. We're not even going to get to Starfield.
Another one.
Starfield, yo. Wait to 2 E3s. They got you waiting for E3 for 60 frames. Wait to E3. Geraldo Nunes says, hell, it's on Game Pass. Oh, damn, he did it. But Jez, it's on Game Pass. Play that song, bitch. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. It's going to be one of those days. Grind is one of those days. Disappointed. This is the soul of what's wrong with Xbox. Ed, I started this goddamn channel when those executives came in, when Phil and Clown Satya, Stuttering Satya came in, and he said about all the PC stuff, and we're doing this, it's not about the console, and I was like, hold the phone, this is not good. All our games are in Game Pass. I'm like, nope, I'm starting a channel. I'm on playing Xbox. I don't like this. I'm doing the grind. This grinds my gears. And that's how this started. And everything that I said, what Game Pass would do, what this regime would do, has come true. That's why this channel keeps growing. That's why you keep coming back here. That's why we got the VIPs. That's why we got the grinders. Because it's coming true. Everything that I said would come from a subscription, bottom dollar service, and a lack of focus on the core audience. Everything. The bad quality, the excuses, the lack of games, the lack of focus, it all stems. And it culminates to when they show gameplay. When they show gameplay. They go around, man, we didn't even get into it. I'm going to tell you, when they show gameplay, whenever Microsoft shows gameplay, it's always an excuse. It's always an excuse. Let me fix my audio here. It's always a thing. Like, everything is great when he's kissing babies, doing interviews with the Times Magazine, and doing all this rigmarole. Signing tats, tramp stamps galore, sitting at his desk. When they're all there doing all this stuff, it's all great. Oh, it's wonderful. It's great. But when they show gameplay, that's why when I say, where's the gameplay? Where are the games? Because look what happens when they show it. It's all sus shit. It's all sus. Caleb Kaiser, the super chat. Woo! PlayStation Plus is clearly the best value in gaming. More subs, more games, and a lower cost 30 frames per second pass. Oh, damn. That's a good one. 30 frames per second pass. Game Pass, 30 frames per second. They just put all the Bethesda games, and that's not this topic of this show, but thank you, Caleb. But yeah, they just threw all the Bethesda games in PS Plus next month, dude. Treating Xbox console owners like second, third class citizens. Treating them like they didn't buy the premier console. They didn't buy when you go to a company and a company sells you their own hardware, you should have some sort of benefit. You go to the Apple store to buy an iPhone, there's some sort of experience that Apple will deliver you to sell you their phone. You know? When you go to a manufacturer and they're like, this is our own device, that is something that you should get a perk on. Like, whoa, okay, this is going to give me an advantage over a third party or somebody bootleg turning stuff. Because I'm getting it from the source, the manufacturer, them. When Microsoft says this is our console, that console should have advantages that other things do not. And you see, look what Sony does with the PlayStation. games play there. Hell,
You're my number one
Ghostwire
customer.
Tokyo's playing better on a PlayStation, and that's after a year and a half. They still couldn't get to run better on the most powerful console in the world. This is ridiculous. What? This is a fail upon fails. Dude, if you thought 900p and 1080p was the reason why the Xbox One did poorly, this is a face down, ass up. They have messed up everything, dude. They have shut off every goddamn angle that they have. Whether it's an exclusive, oh, it's on PC and phones. Whether it's high quality, it's not taking advantage of the Xbox Series X. Because we got Booster out there. Hell, when's there been an ad for the Series X? They don't even talk about the console. Bootleg Jez is saying that it's going into server blades. What are we doing here? Server blades. Third-party content. They're not even doing anything. Third-party publishers are not putting games out. Skipping it entirely. What are we doing here? Holy shit, what the, what the, oh!
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
The Claymores! They said 120 frames per second non-stop during the Xbox Series announcement. What happened? Dude, they can't even get to 60 before they get to 120. I was saying that. They don't even have 120 in this. What are we doing here, Claymores? And shout out to Easy! He goes, yo, Jez, thank you for helping me with the voice software. This is wild with Redfall. Xbox needs new management or they could sell off the Xbox division. They just don't know how to compete, even with all that money. Thank you so much for that generous super chat, Easy E, and you got yourself a song. They can't compete. Compete? They're hitting themselves in their own nuts. What are we doing here? Let's go to the tweets. We're going to go into the streets and see the tweets because Matty Booty be clapping those cheeks. Ricey to 79. The 5 Eagles, remember when Horizon Forbidden West 60 frames per second mode was unclear? And Xbox screamed no 60 frames per second mode, no buy. Let's see their energy now. You know what, Ricey? I've seen a lot of people calling this shit out that they're not going to play it, not using Game Pass as an excuse, which I think that's great because I thought that's exactly where they were going to go. But yeah, Horizon Forbidden West, 60 frames mode. Oh, it's not going to have it. Dude, it had it in spades. It had it in spades. I remember people going about Chia. Chia going 30 frames. They're like, where's that performance mode? They patched it in later. But they're like, Chia don't have 60 frames. People, like, this is the thing. Redfall not launching with 60 frames per second. It's a first. There are certain games that you could say, hey, you know what? Open world, cinematic, side thing. This is a first-person shooter, co-op first-person shooter, not at 60 frames per second. First-person shooter, not at 60 frames per second. And not no cinematic walking down some dark alleyway, Resident Evil type dark shooter. This is an open-world shooter with vampires, Twitch gameplay, and looting and shooting and doing all that stuff. And you're doing it at the 30 frames per second in the world that looks like there's nothing in it. There's no physics. There's no dynamic. Like, oh my God, well, the buildings are coming down. You know, there's all this particle effects when you're shooting stuff off of tables. Dude, nothing was moving. Nothing was moving. We saw the IGN gameplay. That's what I mean. We are all leading up to this. We are all leading up to this stuff. Like, that's the thing. Like, you start off...
You're my number one customer.
With the IGN... Where is it? The IGN Redfall, right? Excuses. Excuses. Where was it? 2 days ago? Here it is. Is this the one? No, that's the story trailer thing. Oh, my God. Yeah, slaying the Rook. The Rook, the Rock, whatever the hell it is. There. Look at this game and tell me what is the thing that's look, there's no particle effects, there's no wall damage, there's nothing moving, the curtains are not moving, there's a fan moving. Where's the demand for this game? So you get this sus gameplay. All right? I've been saying this since day one for this. Let me get Twisted Sync here with the 2. He goes, your boy Smooth is getting bodied, Jez, dude. Hey, man. To each his own. I told him 6 years ago this crap is going to happen. I said they don't care about the console. They don't care. They don't care. They are abandoning the console. And you guys celebrate these executives. They are killing the thing that you love. And I love when an Xbox fan, and not Smooth, but when I love other Xbox fans coming out and being like, you know what? It's not about the console, everybody. It's not about the console. It's about PC and it's about the services and on phones and on Samsung TVs. That's Xbox now. But I say to you, you are a fan of the console. That's why you consider you're an Xbox fan. Why do you care about the PC, the phone, the Samsung TVs? What does the you didn't? I don't think anybody's playing a game, a whole Halo Infinite on their Samsung TV, going like, I love Xbox. I'm gonna go tweet about them because I love Xbox. No, those are not. They're not fans because of the Samsung TV playing Xbox Game Pass. You are an Xbox fan because of the console. So listen to the words coming out of your mouth. The first sentence is, it's not about the console.
You should clone yourself. You're my number one customer. So you can go fuck yourself.
Seriously. How? What is the first? I love Xbox. It's not about the console. What? It's not about... what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, it's about phones and TVs and 2 billion people that don't even know what a Spartan is. They think it's a goddamn something from the Roman eras, the Greek eras. What are you doing? If you are an Xbox fan, it's about the Xbox, the console, not about phones. So stop pushing that. Because they're not going to win there either. Cut it out. They're not going to win. Racia says, the question is, was this parity with the Series S? That's a good question, right? Racia, it could be. It could be the S is holding it back.
You just made the list.
It could be. Hit that subscribe button. VIP Ponder DJ. Thank you very much, DJ. OG right there. I actually had to edit we were speaking about.
You just made the list.
Oh, yeah, VIP. No, I got you guys there doing Herman Alt splits. We lost a lot of VIPs because thank you for creating us all those gift IPs, VIPs. If you want to come on back, Herman Holtz is ready. That's all I'm saying. We're going to talk about Herman Holtz. Where is he? I see the VIPs coming in. You know where the quality is. Speaking about the VIP grinders, it's updated. There they are. The VIP grinders. Thank you again. The ones that stayed, came back to the grindhouse. They want to stay partying with Herman Holtz. They want the after hour party. So those dudes, congratulations, all VIPs. Flex those emojis. And thank you, DJ and Scolari, for being the VIP grinders. You're on the list. We got you on the Herman Holtz split list right there. So thank you again to all the VIPs that are here. Shout out to you. Herman Holtz now could split a little bit easier. Calm down a little bit. But hey, he wouldn't mind doing those extra splits going to the chiropractor. But thank you again, everybody. Shout out to the VIP grinders that are out there. And let's get back to the show. Thank you again. Back to the show. Do those splits, Herman Holtz. Double vodka and Coke. Good. Good. So, is it for the Series S? No. Caleb Kaiser with the 5. He goes, LOL. Aaron Greenberg deleted his 60 frames per second tweet? No, he didn't. That is hilarious now. I got it right. Here it is. So this is what Aaron Greenberg said Let's go to the Twitter streets, man. Where is it? The Twitter streets. There he is. There's the tweet you referred to, Caleb Kaiser. Shout out to you. So DJ, member for 18 months, man, flexing that stuff. Everything Microsoft touched in gaming turns to dog shit. They couldn't manage the only whole house in town, but Phil saved Xbox. DJ, I know. That's why when people like buy more, buy, it's like, look what they're doing with what they have already. You know? What are we doing? And Scalari Brothers, member for 16 months flexing. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Hearts out to all the Xbox fans excited by this. Salute. I know. I agree. Because I think a lot of them now are realizing that Phil Ness is real. It is not a joke. It is not some sort of hyperbole. Phil Ness exists, and he's been coating your asses in it for the last 6 years. He has lied to your face. He panders to his audience, and he plays his flute. Horrible as it is, you think it's music to your ears. This is what it sounds like. This is the sound of Phil Ness. It's horrible. So open up those ears and open up those eyes, because he has been lying straight to your face. He don't know what to do with anything. He don't know. I got all his things. Dude, like, I play this thing all the time. This thing right here.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there.
He says it right there. What?
Means when I think about
Xbox, I think about quality.
We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
He said that in 2019. 2019. What year are we in now? 2023? He said that in 2019. We haven't done our best with our first-party output in the last few years. Dude's been lying straight to your face. Straight to your face. That's Phil Ness. Tells you here, it's not about buying studios. It's not about resolution. It's not about studios.
Games to our platform, because in the end I think the gamers play the games.
Of course they do.
They don't play the studios.
That
They
is
don't
true.
play the resolution numbers, right? They play the games, and we want to make sure the best games are there.
What happened to this dude? This is what it is. And look at the expectations. May 2020. Nick 101 Gaming. I hope he's upset today. Hope Nick 101 Gaming, wherever you are out there, you're pissed off. Because Greenberg sold you a bold-faced lie. Please force developers to give us the choice for either higher performance or higher image quality. We need 60 frames per second back in console. And what did Greenberg say? Greenberg shouldn't have said anything because Greenberg doesn't develop a game. Greenberg's a marketing guy. And he blows some smoke up your ass. 60 will be the standard output. But wait, there's more. The architecture will support 120 frames. That was in 2020. That's what Greenberg said in 2020. A standard. 60's the standard. But we're going to give you 120. Dude can't even give you 60 in its own game at launch. A first-person co-op shooter. A first-person co-op shooter. You can't get 60 frames out the door after a 1-year delay. January of last year, I was like, where's Redfall? It was supposed to come out in the summer of last year. Goddamn bonfire story time. Redfall was supposed to come out last summer. It was announced at Microsoft Showcase 2 years ago. Was supposed to come out. January. Where is it? February. No gameplay. Where is it? Last year. I remember shout out to Smooth was like, why are you worried? It's only January. I'm like, this game was supposed to come out in summer. We have yet to see gameplay. They showed us a 5-minute CGI video, no gameplay. Don't you want to see gameplay? I love it. When I ask for gameplay, Xbox people come to me going, stop it. They say, stop it. They tell me, stop it. No, 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 no. How dare you ask for gameplay? How dare you? So you don't want to see the game? You rather just keep it out of sight, out of mind? Is it because you see what happens when they show gameplay? You see what happens. Hit that like button, grinders. You see what happens when they show gameplay? Halo Infinite gameplay. We got Craig. Then they delayed it. Phil approved that gameplay of Craig. That horrible lighting. Remember the excuses? Oh, we're going back to Halo's roots. What, to make it look like an Xbox OG game? They defended, the lighting, and Craig didn't have his animation. Like, they defended it. And that gameplay made the game get delayed a year, and it still didn't come out complete. Here we are with Redfall. No gameplay. Then comes out May of last year. We're delaying it indefinitely. Starfield, Redfall. Now they became both in cahoots. Now they both got delayed out of the year in May. However, they still decided to show the game, both of them, at their summer showcase in June of last year. Then, nowhere to be seen. Game Awards come. No gameplay of Redfall. Nope. Now, there'll be a showcase in January. It's supposed to come in the first 6 months. The 12 months from last year. Where is it? Now we're in January of 2023. Showcase, Developer Direct. Oh, are these monthly shows about all the Xbox games? Because we haven't seen gameplay for. The list goes on. Avowed, Fable, Perfect Dark, State of Decay 3, Hellblade 2. Keep going. Everything that they announced. Contraband. Remember that game? Tell me what that's about. I don't know. They showed a CGI video of it, of a title screen. Contraband. Remember that? I don't know. Made by Avalanche Studios. Who? Where's the gameplay? Jesus says, Xbox was never good. They just tricked us into thinking that because they brought their way, they have ever created. They haven't. You're right. They haven't created anything. But even that, like, even if you could just say they didn't create anything, now it's apparent because now they're just throwing money out there. But the thing is that even when they acquired stuff, they at least had the vision. See, Jesus, they had the vision of knowing what a good game like Titanfall. They brought that to the platform. They have lost that vision. They have lost it. They have lost the vision of like what a good game is. Right? We're going to go in there and ask them, right, where's the lamb sauce?
You're my number one customer.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Who was there identifying good games? Who's identifying that this is not it, dude? Who said ship it with Craig? This is not a one and done. This is not like, hey, Redfall, you know what, 30 frames, okay, move on. No, this mirrors exactly what Halo did. What happened to a delayed game is a better game? A delayed game is a better game? Well, when a game gets delayed for over a year and comes out with this tweet a month before it's released, here we go with Halo again. What did they do in August with Halo? It's not going to ship with co-op. We're sorry. It's not going to have day one guns. We're going to have 5 maps. The first season's going to be goddamn 6 months. What happened? It was all a sorry a month. It's Joseph Staten who's gone. Left Microsoft. Did that show on Monday. This has nothing to do with Sony. This has nothing to do with Nintendo. This is all self-inflicting from their own first-party studios. How do you see what they did to Halo? They just came out with Season 3 and claiming seasonality. They lost it. They lost the whole group of people that even cared. That thing's still sitting at 4,000 people. Season 3 brought it up 5,000, went right back down 2 days later. The interest is gone. You missed the boat. Now, we see Redfall, the next big game since Halo. Oh, you went a whole 2022 without anything. And now you're launching a first-person co-op shooter, 30 frames. And guess what, guys? I got news for you. You think it's going to be a stable 30 frames? You think it's targeting 30 frames? You think it's going to be a locked 30 frames? With that gameplay. Notice. You think it's going to be locked 30 frames? We'll see about that. Jizz Master, he goes, I am baffled how many times the game got delayed and no performance mode at launch. This is some BS. Exactly. And who knows how this 30 frames mode even works. And if it is the S, then they killed themselves. Because this is a console exclusive. I saw these people celebrating, we got an exclusive, we got an exclusive, we got an exclusive. You got an exclusive? Well, here it is. The whole point of an exclusive is that it maximizes the potential of the device that it's on. And to a 12 teraflop machine, Greenberg, excuse me, what did you say? 60 is the standard? Right? Oh, 60 is the standard output, he says. Hellblade's being 60? Mm-hmm. If they're willing to put out a first-person co-op shooter at 30 frames per second, good luck with Starfield and good luck with Hellblade. Good luck. Hellblade is going to be a cinematic 30 frames per second. Now, that game, it's slow-paced, is what it is. But a first-person co-op shooter? Listen, I'm not no FPS snob, but man, you go talking this. See, this is the problem. They talk too much. They cover for the lack of games. See, that's what I mean. You could say Jim Ryan, Gordon Ramsay. I don't care. But he said the one line that everybody needed to embrace. All gamers.
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
That is it. We don't need these Mickey Mouse. Oh, Mickey Mouse, Phil Spencer. Oh boy. We're launching 40 countries with PC Game Pass. Oh boy. Here's my shelf. Look, it's a dildo. Oh, sorry. Take that dildo down. They're going to zoom in on my shelf. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're putting 40 countries with Game Pass PC. Oh, what a day, what a day. Yippity-doo, zippity-doo, zippity-ay. Oh boy. That's what the clown was doing. That's what Phil Spencer Mickey Mouse was doing yesterday. Doing a video about, we're launching PC Game Pass in 40 countries. Woohoo! Meanwhile, let the games do the talking. 30 frames, bitch! Where are their priorities? Where are their priorities? 2 days ago, they made a deal with Double E. Double E, we're giving you Call of Duty. Double E Mobile. They already have a deal with them in Europe for Game Pass with phones. Double E. We're doing the deal. We're giving them 10 years of Call of Duty for Double E. Then dopey-ass Phil gets on his video. Where was Phil getting on a video about this? Where was Phil sitting there going, guys, we're going to launch Redfall. I'm really excited about it. This is what No. No, instead that dopey son of a bitch sits in front of his desk and tells you about PC Game Pass is in 40 countries. On US Xbox Wire. Like, I give a shit. Put it in the country that it matters in. Why is that U.S. news? I don't give a shit that you're putting it in 40 different countries. I don't care. Why is that on Xbox Wire? Who cares? Why are you sitting at your stupid-ass desk making that announcement? Who cares? Are you speaking 40 different languages to make this announcement to 40 different countries? Or you're speaking in goddamn English saying, we're announcing in 40 different countries PC Game Pass. Take a walk, you clown. And then you do that? You sit there and do that? Just to be talking about Redfall the next day, your ass, Mickey Mouse, back in the castle. Oh boy, bad news, bad news. Back in the castle. Oh, back in the castle, Mickey. There's bad news in those Twitter streets. Phil, keep your ass back in the castle. Greenberg, get your fat ass back in that castle. Oh gosh, okay. Goofy ass Greenberg, get in there. Oh gosh, back in that castle. There's bad news on Twitter. Get back in here, Mickey Mouse crew. Get back in here. Phil Spencer, get away. Get off the Twitters. This is not the time to say, when we all play, we all win. Phil, get back in here. Get back in here. Goofy Greenberg, get off the Twitter streets. It's bad news. Booty, get back in here. No, get out. Get off the streets, Booty. Get off the streets. But I was just trying. Booty, get in here. I don't know what to say anymore. Booty, I've been trying to deliver quality games. I've been to these studios. I don't know. I hope I have a job tomorrow. I've been given. I don't. Why nobody wants to hang out with me? I just don't get it. I know my name is Booty, but like, I went to the studios. I know this is on Bethesda. This is on my studios. So this whole thing right now, that is not my fault. This is not Matt Booty. This is on Bethesda. I didn't say anything. But I'm gonna get. Damn, what? Damn. Yeah. Okay, good. I think it. Damn. It is not. Booty ain't. Jeez. Booty. It's. I can't hold it in. Jeez. Shit. God damn. Why is my name Booty? Jesus. Sorry. Okay. I think I'm done. Sorry. One more. I can't really studios. I walk in there and I try to ask about quality games that smell like shit. Jeez. All right, I'm done. Okay. Now Booty's done talking. Oh my God. Booty. Spray some goddamn air freshener. Holy crap, Booty. Jesus. I think what he was trying to say, he couldn't hold it in, but I think what he was trying to say is that's not Booty's fault. It is a management fault, though. But it's not Booty's fault. It's Phil Ness's fault. It's not Booty's fault. Jesus. Hey, man. Booty's can't hold it in, man. I'm sorry. No wonder nobody listens to him. The dude probably goes into the studios talking like that. They're like, Jesus. But they dumping this on Bethesda? Because I got something for you. Like, hey, Arcane makes this game. Bethesda makes this game. Why, when you make a Sony exclusive game, they got 4 friggin' modes, baby, with ray tracing? Shh. Don't say anything. I don't think I don't think Redfall has ray tracing, guys. Should we even bring up the word ray tracing? Yeah, I don't think so. Shit, it can't even hit 30 frames. Is it 4K 30 with ray tracing? Oops. Shh. Don't say that word. Don't say ray tracing. Heaven forbid we ask for ray tracing with the most powerful console in the world. 12 teraflops of power. Hey, it's the 1 teraflop, 2 teraflop, 3 teraflop, 12 teraflops of power. Oh my God. Don't ask for ray tracing. They just said 4K 30. Shh, leave it at that. But Arcane and Bethesda, shit, when they put out a Sony game, they got performance mode with dynamic 4K. Performance prioritized, no ray tracing, 60 frames per second. We got the visual quality. dynamic 4K with fidelity prioritized, no ray tracing, 60 frames with drops. Ooh, damn. And then we got ray tracing mode, dynamic 4K, graphic fidelity, ray tracing, 30 frames. Oh. Why is the same goddamn company making that game for PlayStation, and then 2 years later for your console, you can't even get 60 frames out the door? Management problem. This is not arcane, and this is what I want to make sure. Let me read my good friend Maniolis. The real question is Redfall the only game at 30 frames? Ooh. No, I'm telling you not. Hellblade and Starfield are gonna have company. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Nah, Enrique, I don't think I might not have to say it. I don't think so. But I'm excited for the state of play. Nintendo's doing showing Zelda tomorrow. Sony's showing Final Fantasy 16. Man, oh man. And Xbox is announcing they're in 40 countries and their only game is 30 frames per second, a first-person co-op shooter. No excuses. Wait. Performance, and look at this, hilarious too. Redfall. 60 frames per second mode will be added via a game update at a later date. Remember when they said later date? Oh yeah, we're going to do a Starfield developers direct at a later date. Yeah. Oh yeah, in January they told you that. Just to tell you, the developer direct will be 6 months later and the game is coming out in September. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Holy Spirit.
Later date, when's it coming out? Wait till E3? Wait till E3 for 60 frames?
Activate.
Will we wait to E3 for 60 frames? Is that what we're doing? What's up, Neil? Grinders are pissed. What are we waiting for? 60 frames is coming at E3? E3 it's coming? What are we doing? So another thing that we pointed out on this thing, the lead up to this, right? Microsoft showing gameplay is always sus because they're not showing it on the console. Look at your achievement right here. Steam. IGN was showing this on Steam. But wait. There's more. They're not showing this on the console.
You're my number one customer.
But wait, grinders. There's more. Things get really suspect, right? Here we go. They flew out a bunch of influencers and people to play this game. And they weren't allowed to collect their own gameplay to share. I don't know if this is a real tweet. There's a photo. I don't know. But they did not play this game on console. And actually, Kid Smooth asked, is like, well, why is this game not on, like, did you not play this on console? Like, here, like, there was a very, very sheltered, controlled review. Because, see, when this gameplay was criticized, Colt Eastwood just put together his own sizzle reel of what was shown to the public already, but he couldn't capture his own gameplay. Nobody could. They came back with previews. Remember the quote-unquote glowing previews that went on? Oh, Redfall's okay. The glowing previews? They couldn't share photos. They couldn't share gameplay. And they all played it on what? They weren't allowed to say. But they gave them a sizzle reel to take home with them.
You're my number one customer.
After they wined and dined them with Greenberg Catering. Interview access to the developer and all this other stuff. Remember the other things about Redfall as we're leading up to Redfall? What were the other things? You recall that? What? You can't level up in co-op? Or you can't progress your story in co-op. Only the host progressed their story. The always online required for single player. Oh boy. And now 30 frames per second, and you have the gall to offer a $100 bite back edition. Why do I want to buy a special edition of a game that's not ready, that's incomplete, a game that's lacking a performance mode 2.5 years in to the next generation when 60 is the standard? You want $100 from me? You want a Game Pass and a $27 upgrade so I buy DLC for a game that I don't own? What kind of scamming are we doing here? They look like they're on a corner market scamming agency. They're scammers. They're taking advantage, thinking that the gamers are ignorant. This game doesn't have... Look at... You want to bring up Forspoken. Thousands of stuff going on in the screen. Billions of zombies. Tons of zombies. Spot effects all over the place. In Forspoken. Look at this. Look at this lightning effect. This lightning. Like, you think... Is this taking up CPU power? What is going on here? Is the game look that bad? This is gameplay in 4K, right? 4K 60 on PC. Who knows what the GPU is running? Look at these effects. There's no... Look at this. Look at this stuff. This is particle effects. These are particle effects right here. Look at this lightning. It's red light. What this is their effects. Oh no, the lightning is coming. The lightning is coming. Uh-oh. We're in trouble now. This is their effects here. Can't do 60 frames. All right? This is what they're doing here. Where's my thing? This is what they're doing here. These are the effects that they got going on here. So, like, and this is what's crazy, is that leading up, the gameplay was sus. The way that they were showing it, that it was only IGN. They did horrible at IGN showing, like, the game. Then they flew a bunch of people out there, media and influencers. They couldn't capture any gameplay. Couldn't do any of that stuff. And now you get this horrible gameplay here. And you want to see next-gen game. Look. Here's my gameplay for Forspoken. Look. You want to see particle effects. 60 frames. Particle effects. Big encounters. Boss encounters. Huge open world. Get ready. Here we go. You want to see the world come tumbling down? Watch this. And tell me, what are we doing here? Let's do it. Because I see so many people going, well, and this has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with where is this? Well, can't do that. Like, you look at those particle effects, and they're like, yeah, we'll come at a later time. At a later time. Like, come on, man. Look at the detail and stuff. Like, what are you doing? Particle effects. Look at all the stuff that's going on. I gotta find where the hell is my crazy. Yeah, the boss fight. Yes, different aesthetics, different game. But look at the lightning and the effects. Like, you're telling me one can't run at like, what's going on? There's one enemy on the screen, and there's your lightning. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? It doesn't have to, like, this is so obvious. Like, come on, dude. Like, come on, dude. This is a boss fight. This is a Rook. And we want to compare? Make fun? It's not the same. But you want to compare it on Twitter. Here you go. Here's your comparison. Particle effects. It's not even like that game is so that graphically impressive. That's what I'm trying to say. If it was doing all this crazy stuff, it'd be like, oh, you know what? All right, take your time. Dude, a delayed game for a year, and look at the emptiness of this world. Like, it's empty. There's one Rook. There's one boss running around here. Where's all the zombies? Where are all the vampires? Where's all the stuff going on? Where is it? Where's all the intensive GPU and all the usage and stuff? Like, where is that combat? Where is this? I need to see it. I got one dude running around on the screen. Come on, man. And then lying and doing this on PC. This is from my PlayStation. Come on now. What are we doing here? The gameplay is horrible, Nick. I agree. Like, the gameplay is horrible. The person playing the game is ignorant. But the thing is that at least the world could look enticing, and the combat could look enticing. You know, the other AI and stuff falling on their face. Like, the effects. Look, I'm just trying to show the particle effects here. And one game doing the 60, and one game just saying, no, yeah, we're not doing this on console. This is on a console here. Come on, dude. Like, what are we doing here? Like, come on. This is my gameplay from here. All the stuff that's going on. Like, yeah, I missed some parts when it was just like craziness. This is the part. Oh yeah, this is watch this crazy part. This is the part. And this thing is for loot, dude. I'm telling you, it's for loot. It's a grind. The game is going to be a grinding. It's going to be grinding like crazy to get those characters and all that other stuff. It is going to be. And that's it. I mean, like, if it's not graphically intensive, it's the world's most powerful console. Which one is the next gen one and which one's not? Like, then people are like, well, you didn't play the game. And again, remember, we had this game a month before and played it natively on our console. This Redfall, even people that got flown out there special didn't even get to bring back gameplay. Controlled gameplay. Controlled messaging. And then they release it out. So this is the build-up, right? This is the build-up for this game. Like, this is it. So, like, you get the sus gameplay, not a lot of effects here and there. Then, after that, you get that it's coming out at 4K 30 at launch. We'll patch 60 frames later. And that's for both the X and the S, which is crazy. Loving it. I think it's hilarious. Like, this is the thing. And I always say, in the search for W's, all they get are L's. Because I saw all these people coming out about PSVR is dead. Oh, because some random analyst grind my gears last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago. Then we get real sales numbers, like sales rankings, and Xbox is doing horrible. Worse than the Xbox One. Those salespeople don't come out who are all talking about PSVR is dead. I told you. Dude, then what the hell's Xbox? It can't even compete with its own Xbox One, not even the PlayStation. Where's your sales analysts now? All you guys saying about PSVR is dead. Yeah, you're quiet now. You're quiet now? And then on top of that, hey, not only is Xbox selling poorly, worse than the Xbox One, now here comes your Redfall, dude. The game that you're hyped for. Well, was hyped, or whatever you were, capping for. And guess what, everybody? I got some news for you. This is a $70 game. Where are they? Where are they? This is Microsoft's first $70 game.
You're my number one customer.
$70. Wait, I need to know why. This is $70. $70. The first $70 game coming from Microsoft. I need to know. I need to know why, right? I need to know what is the explanation here. What is the explanation? I need to know the explanation here, right? Where is it? Where's my profile? I need to know why these games are $70. Grinders, do you know why these games are $70 right now? Here we go. When they announced $70 games, remember? Oh, the people were like, hey, Aloy's using the same animation. Oh, God of War, that's not $70.
You're my number one customer.
Oh, Jim Ryan and Sony are just robbing you. For the payers. For the payers. For the payers. Oh, really? For the payers? Tell me this line of horse shit. Beginning in 2023, games built only next-gen exclusive. Series S and X, including Forza, Redfall, and Starfield, will be $70. Redfall is your first $70 game, all you pocket watches. While Xbox has noted that regional pricing may differ, but the reason why it's $70 is the thing that brushes my balls. The price reflects the content scale, the technical complexity of the titles. As with all games developed by our teams at Xbox, they will also be available in Game Pass. I told you. Because you want to know what? Let me get these two super chats before they go away. Sonic Moore goes, Jez, Xbox can't get a break. LOL. It's L after L after L after L. Yeah. Because they're looking in the wrong spots. Because when it comes to gameplay, this is where the games need to do the talking and shut me up. Shut me up! But whenever they show the gameplay, it's proof of exactly what I've been saying. Game Pass, this regime of management, does not care. Shoot it out. They don't care. You know what? Send out 60 frames. If this was a $70 product and Game Pass did not exist, you bet your horse's ass they would not be doing this. But they got to meet a cadence. They got to make sure that there's content for Game Pass. Hell, they don't have anything else. That's the problem. Forza, Redfall, and Starfield. There's your 2023. And we're starting off with a bang. $70, starting with Redfall. All you asses that said last year when Sony was talking about $70 games and you were critiquing Horizon Forbidden West, saying it's not $70. God of War was $70 DLC, they said. Oh my God. Guys, these are the same people. Same people.
Hold on.
Same people.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no.
God of War was $70 DLC.
Spirit,
He used the same
activate.
animation when he
Activate.
jumped in the boat.
Activate.
Not $70 in my book. But Redfall is your $70 thing. Jay Thomas says, Jesus. Xbox is the platform where relatively unspectacular looking games go to become declared Game of the Year contenders. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush was Game of the Year. That's their Game of the Year right now. Couldn't even make an MPD for top 20 in 2 months. It's gone. But they were coming up Sony's throat for $70 games. That shit shut up real fast when they announced $70 games without showing any gameplay. But it's in Game Pass. But yeah, you want to know what? I'm going to tell you something. You're going to hear it here, and you might fall off your chair, Grinders. You might fall off your chair. You want to know what this does? This 4K, 30 frames per second. You want to know what this does? This is a W for Game Pass. You're right. I said it. This is a win for Game Pass. This is exactly what they want. That's how they're going to win. I told you this. I said this here. You want to hear some crazy stuff? People say you're crazy. I'm not. I'm telling you, they are manipulating the pricing and distribution structures of these games to manipulate you, the gamer. A what? I'm going to tell you a what, Twisted. They tried to do this, and I got facts, right, to back up this claim. This is a W for Game Pass. You want to know why? Because the more suspect this game looks, the 4K 30, all the shit that makes it not worth $70 makes you say, I'm just going to get it in Game Pass. And that's exactly what they want. They want to route your ass to Game Pass because they want to show you games that are questionable. They don't want to show you a $70 product that you're going to go out there and pre-order and can't wait to buy. No way. Why would you do that? You're going to make a game that looks sus, hide the gameplay, show controlled gameplay, show some ass, just show some bootleg stuff that makes you doubt the quality of that game. It's not worth $70. I'm just going to get it in Game Pass. Exactly. Phil Spencer wins. That's exactly what they're doing. And you say, wait a second, how are they manipulating that? That's what I said when they went up to $70. I said they're doing it to make Game Pass better. What they're trying to do is say, look, $70, sticker shock. Uh-oh, $70. You going to pay $70 for this trash? I wouldn't. Get it in Game Pass. Here's a cheaper way to get this trash. That's exactly what they're routing you to Game Pass unconsciously because they're trying, that's $70, and they're doing the same thing with Call of Duty. Oh, we're going to put it everywhere. Yeah, know why? In a service, because you're going to have $70 sticker shock on there. And you're going to make everybody go, $70 or get it in Game Pass? Game Pass is the deal. Why do you say that, Grinds? Why do you say that, Jez? I don't understand. Well, guess what? I don't have short-term memory. But I remember when they tried to do that with Xbox Live. They doubled the price of Xbox Live for a year to $120 to make it look like a worse value, so you go to Game Pass. Because Game Pass is not going to succeed when you still got people that just want to play online and can only pay $60 a year. So what they needed to do was overprice Xbox Live to say, oh, $120 just to play online. But with Game Pass, I get $180 and all those games and online. That's a better deal for me. And that's what they tried to do. They tried to outprice Xbox Live to make it look worse. So you go there. People called them out on it all that day. Called them out. And they apologized. Gave you the only game worth in Games with Gold, Gears 5. Never again did they give you quality. And that's another reason why Games with Gold looks horrible. They're not trying to recruit people to Games with Gold. Why would they do that? That's why Games with Gold games look horrible. And they're not going to be better than what's in Game Pass because they don't want you to be on Gold. They want you to go to Game Pass. So, let's put this game at $70. So everybody's a sticker shock. After Phil goes around going, we're not increasing prices, we're friendly.
Business, we have to look at the return on our business, the cost of the business. We've held price on our console, we've held price on games for us and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things. But going into this holiday, we thought it was really important that we maintain the prices.
Yeah, he made a big deal about that going into this holiday.
As
but
you said, consumer.
The week of the Game Awards in December, they increased the price of all their next year games. And now I agree. That doesn't mean that you're going to that it's worth it in Game Pass, but the mentality of it is that if they show this game, now Ghostface, listen, if they show this game looking incredible, that people just want to go buy it, that don't help Game Pass numbers. Right? People pre-order it because it looks insane. No. But if it looks suspect, if it looks like, oh shit, I'm not paying $70 for that, I'm going to try it out in Game Pass. There you go. I think they're doing it on purpose. They suck so bad, they got to be doing this on purpose. Delaying games for a year and they still look like trash. Games do not even look like the console. They don't care. They don't care. And then they go put all Bethesda games on PlayStation Plus. They want to be third party without telling you. No, they are telling you, but people just don't want to believe it. And they just pander to the tramp stamps, the signing of asses. That's all they want to do. Is just pander to that audience, like, yay, like they're gonna be a friggin', you know, like those like you have like a little like clubhouse, and there's like a few people that get into this clubhouse, like every Friday night, like some suspect people get in there, and they're like 20 people that are like, hey, we're great fans of dice games, woohoo! Like love playing a dice, we love rolling a die, and they go into that thing, and they're like 25 people that are just hardcore into these kind of games. That's all they got left on Xbox. They got these just elitists that just care about Phil and the company and what they're doing with the Microsoft money, and they're getting fed bullshit. They're getting fed.
It's raw, Melissa.
Yes, Chef.
It's raw. Come on.
Like, look at the statement that they said. The increased complexity of these titles? What are you talking about? Complexity? I just, like, this? This is your $70 leader right here? No way. And with this news, 4K30, guess what? You just took a whole bunch of people and they go, you know what? I'm playing this trash in Game Pass. Because they're not going to go out there and buy this game. Because you are hiding gameplay and you're overpriced a game that does not deserve the $70 name, the $70 price point on it. And listen, I was thinking this the other day. When Phil Spencer spoke about Game Pass growth.
Let's talk about Game Pass a little bit more, since that's a big bet for Microsoft. How many subscribers do we have now?
Hear what he says about the Xbox console. Like you know, Xbox fans?
Consumer, but what about the Microsoft investment?
Hear what he says about you guys. Do you think he cares about you?
Our last public number was 25 million subscribers that we've talked about.
We get an update?
Not right here, but
bet your ass not here.
We did talk about growth on PC, so our Game Pass subscription, not expecting everybody's following the video game market, is available on gaming consoles and on personal computers, and you can subscribe in both places. We're seeing incredible growth on PC. I think Satya Nadella in our earnings yesterday, the CEO of Microsoft, talked about, I think, 130, 140% year-over-year growth on PC, which is really where we're focused. On console, I've seen growth slow down on Game Pass, mainly because at some point you've just reached everybody on console who wants to subscribe. And we don't see subscription, unlike some other forms of media that have really moved almost solely to a subscription business. Today, Game Pass as an overall part of our content and service revenue is probably 15%. I don't think it gets bigger than that. I think.
As a console owner, he didn't say the reason why Game Pass has slowed down on console was because the lack of games or the content wasn't flowing there. No, he says we've hit everybody that we want to hit. And if Game Pass is the lifeblood, Xbox fans, I'm asking you, if Game Pass is the future, the service, Game Pass, and he's already telling you that you, the console Xbox fan, are done. You're tapped out. We hit you already. You have maxed out the console. Real growth is on PC. As an Xbox fan, tell me how confident you are that Phil is doing stuff for the console. They can't wait to get out of it. Tell me right now. Tell me Game Pass is their lifeblood. That's what it's all about. Game Pass and cloud. Game Pass and cloud. Cloud doesn't involve the Xbox console. Maybe as a server blade. But he says the real growth is on PC, and we maxed the console. He just said that last year. He maxed out the console with subscribers. Tell me how important you are right now to him. Tell me. Tell me where he's going to see the next 30 million of Game Pass subscribers. You think that word, those words right there say that there's going to be another 30 million sitting around on console for him? No. He's done with you. He's done with you console owners. He's done with you Series owners, you Series X suckers. And
whatever your name
suckers.
is, get ready for the big surprise.
He's done with you. Welcome, Neon Blue! to the grindhouse. He's done with you. He says, we tapped you up. You are done. We finished. We out. The real growth of our service is on PCs and mobile. You know, Activision purchase is not about Call of Duty. It's about King Mobile, says Xbox fan. Duh. Do you hear what you're saying, clown? You guys running around going kumbaya, you are killing your own self in the band. You're killing your own stuff. Everything you're saying is counter to you being an Xbox fan, but you call yourself an Xbox fan. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You are an Xbox fan and going, it's not about the Xbox. It's about PCs. It's about mobile phones. Do you hear what you're saying? What is wrong with you? And you hear what he's saying. We're done with your Game Pass on Xbox. We done. So, what do we give you? 30 frames per second. Bitch, mic drop. Boom. But PC is going to be the place to play Redfall because you get 60 frames day one, 120 frames day one. PC is the best place to play Redfall. Don't you own an Xbox console? Yeah, we make one of those pieces of shit. Make it make sense. So this drives, number one, people going to Game Pass to play this trash because it's not worth $70. Number two, it drives people to play this Redfall trash on PC because that's where you'll get all the features that you require, that you expect out of a next-gen quote-unquote game. The last place that you would want to play Redfall on day one would be on an Xbox. Ta-da! Grinders, do you see the prioritization? They don't care. And they are telling you they don't care. They're not making the Xbox the premier device and playing thing. They're not. They said it all these years. It's about PC. It's about PC. Well, guess what? Now they're showing it. Because guess what? They are giving you 30 frames day one. Why? I don't know why. Because you want to see something funny. Where is that? Where is my other thing? Did I lose it? Oh, here it is. Remember this? Redfall, Microsoft cancels the PS5 version after Bethesda acquisition, Arcane director says. Right? We got bought by Microsoft, and that was a huge sea change. They said, no PS5, we're going to do Game Pass, Xbox, and PC.
Roll! 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 Where's the lamb sauce?
But listen to this. Knowing what we know now. Knowing what we know now about 60 frames will come later. Look at this line right here. Support from Game Pass and having to worry about one less platform, one less complexity. Smith told IGN, and Game Pass has a ton of people that can play. It could be our biggest game ever because of the 30 million Game Pass members or whatever that number is.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
What is that first words? Are we seeing the Game Pass effect from these newly acquired publishers? Support from Game Pass. So, quote, people don't need to buy this game. Okay. Having to worry about one less platform, one less complexity. So we're not putting this on the PS5 where we shipped Deathloop and had a grand old time maximizing the sticks, the vibration, the friggin' the triggers. We took full advantage of the PS5 in our last game with Deathloop. We took full advantage of the PS5 with Ghostwire Tokyo. We were flexing those magic things with those adaptive triggers. Woohoo! But we're not taking advantage of those 12 teraflops. But I think the first four words right here tell you exactly what they think about y'all. Support from Game Pass. Quote, nobody got to buy this shit. And Game Pass has a ton of people that can play without buying it. It could be our biggest game ever. There's the prioritization, everybody. Right in that quote. Because that's why I always go back. That's why I don't forget. Because when we see this stuff, 4K 30, people will just say 4K 30 and complain and say move on. But when you go back and see the storyboard, the storyline leading up to this, it is much, much worse. And it is a story to tell. And that's why we go explore this stuff. Because now these quotes and sentences make 100% sense. Where's their prioritization? Well, 30 million people are going to play our game. You know what? We'll patch 60 frames later. The Game Pass effect. And who knows? Organic Kush? Good name. If you're new, you hit the subscribe button. Hit the join button, grinders. VIPs. Partying with Herman Holtz. Clubbing. Use those emojis. But yeah, struggling to hit 30. We don't even know what the optimization is. According to Colt Eastwood, he says that it ran like trash on PC. Game ran like crap on PC. Colt Eastwood said when he came back. Somebody just asked him, hey, Colt, why do you think the main reason they couldn't get 60 frames on console? Optimization. The game ran like crap on PC. If that's really him saying that stuff, then, his channel is a bunch of goddamn, like, Mad TV SNL skits. Because he was hyping the hell out of this game. And now, I told you this. If this is real, I don't know if it's mocked or, I don't know. But if this is real, we've seen this before. We've seen this from Bootleg Jez and friends and everybody else. Everything's great and fine and dandy, but then when problems hit, when people get laid off, when executives are leaving, it's like, oh yeah, I heard there was bad stuff going on. Where were you before they left saying that there's bad stuff going on? All right? Oh, but when Bonnie, they wanted her out. Oh, really? Where were you when we were saying Halo Infinite looks horrible, Bonnie needs to go? And you're like, no, it's fine. Joe, they got it under control. It's fine. Bootleg Jazz, it's fine. Huh? But there's a bigger problem here. Grind, there's a bigger problem here. Speaking of bootlegs. Because not only are they hurting, in sales, Xbox has a hardware sales problem on their hands. Xbox Series console had tremendous momentum coming out of 21, and I was very bullish about their performance, but things have slowed much. And I said it here. I said in 2 years is when PlayStation 4 took off from the Xbox One. They were pretty close, like 3 or so months from each other with the Xbox One and the PS4. But it was year 2 where PlayStation said, see ya. With Uncharted 4, Microsoft dropped Halo 5. Halo 5 disappointed some people. I liked it, but it disappointed people. And Microsoft then shut down studios with Lionhead, canceled Scalebound in 2016. And that's when PlayStation said, goodbye, bloop, and went 2-1, see you later. Now, we're in the second year right now. Sony is destroying them in sales. I said Xbox only sold Xboxes to the dudes who bought Xboxes last gen. They weren't recruiting anybody. But they got a sales problem here. As Bootleg Jez here saying, waiting to meet the demand of Starfield. Starfield is not a console seller, okay? Unless they package it in and give Starfield away for free with a custom console. Nobody is buying a console to play Starfield. It is a PC Bethesda lovers game. That's what it is. Starfield's not going to move consoles. That's not a Halo, Gears of Forza. Starfield's a new IP made by Bethesda. It may sell well on a console, but it's not a reason to buy the console, especially when PC is going to have the advantage with mods. Okay? And if they ship it like this with Redfall, Starfield is at 30 frames per second. Hell, the whole kit and caboodle is going to go to PC. Everybody's going to go play it on PC. You just confirmed today that Redfall plays best on PC. Don't buy it on an Xbox. You think that's going to move consoles? No. Exactly, Kratos. Colt Eastwood said Redfall was 60 frames because he was playing it on PC, but he didn't tell you that. Not at the time. They weren't allowed, I guess. Who knows? Maybe they told him when they slipped him a goddamn Phil Ness juice. Or they took him at a rooftop party. Phil's like, you don't tell anybody where you played this game. All right. Get the gabagool over here. Give him another set of Galamad. There we go. Colt, eat up the Galamad. You liking it? Okay. Get him the beef tips. Greenberg Catering. There he is. Colt Eastwood said he won't tell anybody what he played. He said it's great. Give him another set of beef tips. Give him some burnt ends and some pork belly. There we go. Greenberg Catering. Get in there. Oh, whoa. Wait, you said you did the game ran like crap on PC? Greenberg, give me that filet mignons. Here's some filet mignon medallions. You like it? Keep eating it. Keep eating. I'm going to keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. You want a drink? Open bar on Phil Spencer. Keep drinking. How's the game now? Yo, that game was great. This is a great shit. This is great place. I love. That's right. Keep eating. Here's another drink. Phil, had to drink it. Keep going. Get him, Greenberg. Give him another one. Give him a little bit. Give him a little bit of those filet mignons. There we go. Take some home back to the hotel room. There you go. Thank you very much. Welcome to Phil's rooftop party. Anybody else had a problem with this game today? No, it was great, Phil. Thanks for the party. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, let's go to the bathrooms now. I'm gonna sign some asses. Oh shit. That's what they did. Phil, you think we could get some gameplay to take on the road? What? Excuse me, what did you say? Phil, I like to say take some of my gameplay for my channel? What? Excuse me, who invited this person to the rooftop party? Excuse me, who's this? Please. Greenberg, give him the gabagool. Oh, okay, Phil. Give it up. Okay. Take a little drink. Here you go. Put a little something extra in there for you. You want that gameplay now? No, Phil, it's great. Wow. No, man. You're gonna give us gameplay that you recorded on a PC, on a high-end PC back at Microsoft? Sure, I'll take it. That's fine. That's right. Nobody else have any problem with that game? No. Okay, good. Keep drinking. Keep drinking, everybody. Keep partying it up. Rooftop party. Who's the best? Who's the best executive? Say it again. Phil. Say it. Keep going. Phil. Yes. More. Yes. I am Phil Ness. Love me. Did I tell you I'm winning awards, bitch? Woo! Now play my song. It's a rooftop party.
To play first and what to play last. I'm at you ground, true and true.
That's exactly how it went down, everybody. Flew them all out there. Come on in. Sent them an invite like it was a goddamn friggin' bordello. And where is it on Game Pass? Exactly. How you say no to that? They wine and dine you, feed you, drink you. What are you going to say? They flew you out there to L.A. to go play the game, talk to the devs, access. You think you're going to come back and tell the truth? You think you're coming back from that telling the truth? Guys, the game didn't run well at all. You think? They just fed you and flew you there. Gave you access to their devs like superstars. You coming back telling the truth? You're not coming back telling the truth. You're telling them exactly what they told you to say. Because they need the PR. Because you are the PR. People will listen to you. If I go out there, Phil Spencer, say the game is great, people are not going to believe me. But if you go out there and say the game is great, they'll believe you.
You're my number one customer.
True Virgil with the super chat bringing the heat. He says, so 30 frames is a problem now? Last I checked, it was Filmic. Oh, Bootleg Jez does say about Filmic. To you ponies. Phil made no promises of 60 frames for Redfall. Quit spreading fake news, Jez. You the bootleg. I see through you, pony. And True Virgil, play his music!
I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play the make exclusive games and lie. To my face, thank you, Phil.
True Virgil coming with the fighting words. He ready to fight. He ready to fight. He says, nobody promised you 60 frames. That's what he said, True Virgil. You bringing the heat. You bringing the heat, True Virgil. Nobody said anything about 60 frames. What are you talking about? Phil never promised you anything. You were right, Virgil. Well, guess what? I got the counterpunch right up your ass. Here it is. Oh! Who this? Who this, True Virgil? Who this? Aaron Greenberg, what did he say right there? Would you like to type it in another super chat and tell us, please? I got a counter for you.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Nobody made a promise of 60 frames. Ouch. Ouch. I think we need another. I think you need some the Phil Ness flute. Nobody promised you. True Virgil coming in again. He goes, oh, he's trying to do a trick move here. He goes, there will be a turnaround for Xbox this year, pony. There will be a turnaround when Xbox hears this flute. This is your boss? I am doing more with less? What are you doing?
You're my number one customer.
Trying to put out a trick move.
Now sign your chest high and stirring Satya. Listen to me.
Oh my God.
And if he believed that, he also believed that Richard Simmons Jr.
True Virgil's like, let me compete. But True Virgil, you okay with waiting? This is the year?
Wait, just
oh,
wait,
no. What are we doing here?
Showcase, but I can't take when all our games need help. Bootleg Studios, helping
he can't type fast enough, True Virgil. He can't. True Virgil, I got a question for you.
Sir, do we get to win this time?
I'm trying to use the phone!
Oh, man. They're all coming out there.
That was sus.
Oh! But you want to know what? You're right. You're right, Verd. You're right. That's enough of me. Enough of me. I got to have somebody else do the talking. You're totally right. You're totally right. I'm done. I'm done talking. I'm done. You want to hear about exclusives? I got an exclusive for you. Because I went to the source. When I saw this news, I said, you know what? They're not going to want to hear it from the Grindhouse. They're not going to want to hear it from me. They're going to want to hear from somebody that means something. Somebody that's close to the game. And not Phil Ness, because he lies, right? We can't talk about Phil Ness. I need to get an exclusive. I had to get an interview of interviews. I had to get somebody that is so close to this game to find out why it's 60 frames per second. What is going on in here? I needed to find the source of this travesty. And I searched long and hard. Oh, then pause. To get you the answers. And I really got this interview. And I said, you got to come on the show and really explain what is going on here. So I got closer than anybody without knowing anybody, but I have my connections because we're growing big here in the Gaming Grindhouse. So I get these connections that nobody else has. And you're only going to hear this exclusive interview here because I got somebody so close to the game, they could actually smell it. And they're going to explain what's going on here. So hit that like button because you're not going to hear it anywhere else. We've got 250 people in an impromptu show. Grinders galore. Chats galore. New members. Get ready for this exclusive interview. I told you. You're done. True Virgil said he's done hearing from me. We're going to get somebody close to the game to say what's going on. So without further ado, I'm bringing him in here into the Grindhouse studio. Get in here, please. Tell them what's going on with Redfall and introduce yourself, please.
Hello. This is the Rook from Redfall. You may be seeing my gameplay right here from IGN. I was asked here for the Gaming Grindhouse to come on the show and explain what is going on here. So, let me tell you how it all started. Yep, that's me, running around like a clown, trying to attack the AI and the player. IGN gamers, they suck. But I'm struggling at 30 FPS. There's been a lot of problems with development here. And I'm here to break the news because I was exposed. They showed my trash-ass gameplay. I have no animations. I slide along the floor. I rotate like a character out of a 8-bit game. First in 3D. This is unacceptable. I am the Rook. I am a boss character, and I am treated with this disrespectful gameplay. And I realize that this is a place to express my frustrations, because they tried to say for me to be quiet. And now, knowing that we're at 4K 30 frames on the most powerful console, I can't flex my muscles. I can't show the speed of accuracy. I cannot show my true lightning effects. They have done me dirty. Look at this. Look at this gameplay. Look at me going through the doors. I didn't know what was going on here. Horrible AI. They make me look dumb in this game. I am dumb. I'm the boss. I'm the Rook. And I look like a fool. My AI, my programming, who did this to me? I don't know what to say. As evil as I am, this gameplay is pure evil. This is more evil than me. I don't know what to do. This is my game. This was my showpiece. And this is what they've done to me. A boss character in a first-person shooting game. Make me move around at 30 frames per second with dumbass AI. Look at me. I look like an idiot looking swinging at wind. What am I doing here? What have they done to me? Look at this trash-ass lightning. I'm standing there like a fool, and then he just stabs me. This is unacceptable. This is trash. And like I said, I am evil. But this is even worse. So, please buy my game and play me in Game Pass. Because that's the best place to play me, and don't buy it. Play it on Game Pass and play it on PC. But
Number one
Xbox,
customer.
don't play it on the consoles, because they don't care about the consoles at all. So, with that, I want to thank everybody for coming on the Grindhouse and letting me speak my words as the Rook in Redfall. And I assume you're just as disappointed as I am.
I told you. I get the interviews that nobody gets. He's very disappointed with how he turned out in the game. The Rook from Redfall, everybody. Thank you again, Rook from Redfall, for coming on to the show. The grinders appreciate it and appreciate all the honesty that comes from such an evil character. Incredible. Incredible. The honesty from such an evil character that he called the gameplay more evil than himself. And True Virgil's trying to come back, and he says, Redfall will score better than Spider-Man. Just wait. Well, thank you, True Virgil. We got another song for you. You said the wise words here.
Wait, just wait till E3. There will be a showcase, but I can't say when all our games need help. Bootleg Studios helping with Perfect Dark.
You're right, True. True. That's the right thing. True Virgil's is right. Just wait. Just wait for E3 to get your 60 frames per second patch, because that's another problem. They didn't tell you when that 60 frames was going to come. How you like those apples? It's coming at a later time. When's that? This year? Next year? A month? 2 weeks? E3? Who knows? Thanks. So when the game comes out, we just need to just wait some more. Because where did we do that before? With Halo? Oh, day one guns, just wait, more's coming, just wait, co-op's coming, next seasonality, co-op is expected in March, oops, I mean summer, oops, I meant next season in November. A year later, co-op came to Halo Infinite because they told you to just wait. Just wait, co-op is not at launch, we're going to get it in there by season 2. Oops, do I tell you that season 2 is a year? Oh, they got you. Oh, there you go. They made sure they got you. And now they go 60 frames per second mode. It'll come later. It's going to come later. When's that? E3? Christmas? Who knows? Why is it not there day one? Now you need a roadmap for this game. Every game needs a goddamn roadmap of features that should be there day one. That's a problem. Why is Xbox first party games need a roadmap of features that should be there on day one? This is not a roadmap of extra content and more experiences. No, this is a roadmap of features that should be there on day one. Not new environments, not new lighting, not ray tracing, which that's another feature's probably not there. Not new gameplay. Nope. A mode that should be there day one. You need a roadmap to figure out when this is coming out. That's what's going on here. Horizon DLC, added content, more stuff. They can't even get these games feature complete out the door to even offer anything new. Halo's struggling for seasonality. They can't even get a whole content of maps out there. They didn't even add DLC for the campaign, leaving it on a cliffhanger or anything. Joseph Staten left, the whole story with him. You waited so long that it's done. Where's the story for Halo? Where's the story? It's gone. Gears story, Rod Ferguson took it with them. He gone. What are we doing here? Features that should be there day one are not there, but now part of a roadmap. That's unacceptable.
You're my number one customer.
And then look at this. Shout out True Woody for the 2. He goes, okay, 4 reviews of 90s to 100 plus for Spider-Man. Yeah. Just give me 5 reviews of Xbox The Ocho, Xbox Era, Xbox Venezuela, Xbox Xbox Bleed Green, and we're good. There's our reviews. Cobrel. Dude, when you rattle Cobrel's boots, you better be, this is turning some heads. Cobrel says opinion. Because heaven forbid he has an opinion. You know? Microsoft needs to care and not make Xbox console owners look like second-class citizens right now. Redfall not supporting 60 frames at launch after being shown running at that frame rate is basically every gameplay trailer is icing on the cake in analysis. Look at that. They've been showing the game running at 60 frames on PC, but that feature is not available on console. Talk about finesse. Talk about finesse. They're showing all their games on PC. Forza Motorsport. Oh, a PC render of expectations of what it's going to look like. Oh, damn. Show the game on the console. That's why when you see PlayStation stuff, talk about ponies. What does it say in all the PlayStation stuff? Captured on a PS5. Running on a PS5. Tell me when's the last time you saw something saying running on a Series X? Yeah. Never. I have not seen that ever. Exactly. 10 review scores, Jay Thomas says. 10 review scores. Not 4. We're moving up to 10. Let's look at more in the Twitter streets. What are we doing here? Let's see. Mound up Grimers, we here? We here. Here comes Colt Eastwood. Uh-huh. Are we missing something here? What are we missing? Redfall exclusive. Gameplay all new 4K 60 frame. Well, guess what they just opened up? A whole can of questions. Because now they manipulated you with 4K 60 all up until now. They just said the consoles won't do it at launch. Dude, that is some ultimate disrespect. That is some ultimate finesse right there. They basically sold you 4K 60 gameplay from PC and now and didn't even specify this is on a PC. This is on a PC. No. And then now it says on consoles. Tell me that people should not be angry. They're using PC to manipulate their console market. How's that? Goddamn Mr. NPD, Matt Piscatella, who talks just NPDs and sales, had something to say about this as well. I'm going to leave you my last note, but first we'll see what Piscatella got to say. At this point, 60 frames per second option on non-Nintendo platforms is just expected performance baseline for much of the enthusiast gaming audience. Really tough seeing new games miss this target. Yeesh. Ouch. Mr. NPD sales. Calling out Microsoft. Woo. Man, oh man. And that's in addition to the Xbox sales not selling like the Xbox One. Ouch. Well, the Redfall's not going to help this. Sad, sad days. You should have kept your mouth shut about PSVR 2, you sales analysts. Where are the videos and tweets about this? I thought so. These coming from actual NPDs. This coming from actual sales rankings. But nobody got anything to say about this. But, an analyst taking a dump and wiping his ass in a bathroom stall saying, I heard 270, I think 270 by the end of March of PSVR. Here they come. All the Xbox analysts coming out. Oh, I told you VR is dead. Phil, great job for not focusing on VR, they said. See, Phil, look, the analyst said 270. Yeah. Good job, Phil. Tim Dog was celebrating that Phil Spencer didn't focus on VR. Well, I'm sure he's not focusing on the console either, bitch. But just to piggyback off of this news, now you get your Redfall at 30 frames. On console. Best place to play is on PC. But go buy up Activision. Why not? Exactly, J-Dub. Where were all the people telling me that it ran like trash? The glowing previews, they said. Where was that? The glowing previews. Woo-hoo. What were they? I want to see in the glowing previews. Redfall. Where is it? Receiving glowing previews. This is what I mean. Here it all is. Where is it? All these wonderful previews. Let's see. I'm looking. Where's that it ran like trash on PC previews? Let's see. Oh. See, that's what happens when you get flown out there and finessed. The performance, they tell you, you know what? Don't mind all the bugs and glitches and the frame rate drops. We'll fix it later. Because it's a controlled environment. That's why they didn't give you gameplay to take home, to show it, because it probably was glitchy. That's probably why, just like what Thrash was saying, IGN was doing fast swipes here and there because they were covering glitches and bugs. Nobody was talking about it because they probably prefaced all of them when they flew them out there saying, guys, there's going to be a lot of frame rate drops. It's not optimized fully for PC. It's still in development. Please don't mention that
#1 customer
in your previews. Just mention for what you played, but don't mention the bugs and glitches. We'll fix that. That's what happens when you fly people out. They owe to you. You could control the messaging. They can't take gameplay home. And now they can't hold on to their lies anymore because the game's supposed to come out in 4 weeks. Where is it? Where's all, yeah. And also, look at this. In that 13 minutes, they didn't get to play co-op. But the mechanical side of the game seems to hold up. They didn't even play co-op up there. What is the frame rate when you got 3 dudes running around, everybody? True Virgil's back. Oh, True Virgil. He coming back. I thought he was in the dressing room. He came back. He came out of the dressing room. He goes, I got one more thing to say to you. True Virgil, he goes, thank you again. He goes, Jim got ponies scrounging to find out what PS5 is doing while Phil jumps in our parties and talks to us, letting us know what's next. Nothing to hide. Honest, hard-working gamers appreciate this. True Virgil, man, oh man. Facts. He's dropping facts. Phil Spencer's jumping into your parties. Brushing asses, grabbing balls, kissing babies. That's what's important, not the games. Why not? Phil Spencer signed my ass. I told you. That's what it's about. True Virgil said it. Facts right there, man. Facts. Phil Spencer signing asses is more important than playing games.
Sign me, please, I will bend over.
There it is.
Mineys tell me it's better when we all play and make exclusive games and lie to my face. Thank you.
There it is. Phil coming in your party grabbing ass is more important than goddamn games, obviously.
You're my number one customer.
Don't worry, True Virgil. We got you. The facts right there. Thank you, True Virgil, with the facts.
Where's the lamb sauce?
And then Maniolos follows it up with the only thing they release every week are effing controllers.
Roll! 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 Roll!
Booty agrees. Damn. But, keep buying them. Keep buying them. Keep buying publishers. Tell me more. Tell me how Microsoft makes games better. Is this IGN's? Dude, this game is so bland. Dude, look how bland. This is now 3 weeks ago RedFall PC gameplay. Give you some new gameplay to chew on. Look at this AI, man. They're standing there. Look, they float over. Look at this. Special vampire Oh, look at this. One vampire. Look at this. This is PC gameplay. What happened? What happened to the accuracy of the mouse? The guy's missing. He's missing. What is wrong? This guy missing whole ass one vampire, missing a whole ass vampire with his keyboard and mouse. Who are they got playing these games, dude? Who's playing these games? This guy, what happened to keyboard and mouse accuracy? He missing a whole ass one vampire.
Helmet, what's going on? Sanders, what's going on? It's Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow. What? They're getting all their air back. Do something. Do something. Do something.
Hiding? Dude, there's one freaking one goddamn vampire. What is this? This is gameplay. This is the game. You got one whole ass vampire coming at you, hiding behind a tree. Listen, they showed the ROOK. They showed the ROOK with co-op. This game, they're trying to say that you're going to play this by yourself. You're going to play this by yourself. Now, let me say, I see True Virgil's trying to lay low in the chat. True Virgil, let me say, he says the value, and I agree, Umar, what value? This is the point I have while we look at this trash-ass gameplay here of this game. Like, the gameplay does not help it, but this game, it's just got to be that bad. Look at these guys just standing there. They're not pacing. They're look at this AI. Look at this. These dudes are standing there. And he didn't creep. Did he creep up on them, or he just walked right on in? Look at this. He just walks. He's not crouching. He's not sneaking. He's just walking. And these dudes just stand there. Listen. Tell me there's nothing wrong. He shoots this guy in the head, right? He shoots him. This dude turns around like he whispered something in his ear. This is PC gameplay, everybody. This guy gets shot, whole ass shot, and this guy turns around like, you rant, you said something. He don't turn around going, oh, damn, somebody got shot. Look how slow this guy reacts over here. Tell me the AI is not at fault. Stands there. He turns like the ROOK. He turns Just like again, just rotates to the right and just looks at him and gets shot in the head. He don't go, oh man, run or hide or take cover. This guy gets shot, man. Go play Last of Us. You shoot this guy in the head. This guy runs for cover. Let's do this in slow motion because you got to see this. Shoot this guy. Watch the reaction of the guy on the left. This is 3 weeks ago gameplay. Shoot him. Watch this guy on the left. Look at him turn. Why is he looking at the guy that got shot? What the hell? Dude, that is just ridiculous. Look at this. Stands there to get a perfect headshot. This is Xbox now. This is Xbox. 1 year, One year to ruin Bethesda. Dude, the puddles on Spider-Man didn't even exist. That wasn't even real. That was all that Puddlegate stuff. Dude, you fell on your face. The puddles were fine. It was irrelevant, dude. What the hell? What age you live in? Place the dolls. Missing doll. Anyway, when people say there's value in Game Pass, this game looking as bad as it is right now devalues Game Pass. Because the thing that values Game Pass is when you release a game that's so great that you can't believe it's in the service. Real talk. You release a game in a service and the game, you're like, this game don't belong in there. This is an incredible game. I would have paid $140 for this game. I can't believe it's in the service. That's what adds value. Putting suspect games in there, games that you wouldn't buy because you don't think they're worth it, does not add value to Game Pass. It actually devalues Game Pass. It actually justifies why Game Pass exists and that this game was designed for Game Pass. That's what you don't understand. Putting games that don't show well in Game Pass day one doesn't add value. That adds justification like, thank God for Game Pass because I would not have bought that. So next time you talk about the value of Game Pass, you should want incredible games that people would normally buy going in that service day one. Great games. Because putting games that look like this, play like this, lack features like we saw, that doesn't add value to Game Pass at all. That devalues it, especially when they're bigger games. Yes, you could put a bunch of little games in there that say, wow, this is great. But the big day one games that they touted since 2017, that's the problem. Those games need to deliver because that's the reason why you subscribe and pay a premium $180 a year because Dollar Bill Phil retired. So, when you put games out there that look rough, I wouldn't buy that for $70. That does not add value to Game Pass at all. That justifies why Game Pass exists and why Game Pass becomes a savior because you would have felt robbed if you bought this game for $70 and it lacked 60 frames per second, looked like this with AI, patch it later, we're sorry, we heard you. So the last point on this is I think they're going to do a tweet probably tomorrow or so because this has blown up all over the internet. And I think they're going to delay this game again. I think this game is going to get pushed another month or so, and they're going to come out with they're going to launch with 60 frames per second because this has such a negative kickback right now. Everybody's talking about it. And I think they're going to come out and look like the saviors and go, we heard you. We will not launch this game at 60 frames per second. We're going to delay this game for another month or two, and maybe they'll launch it in June, probably. Launch it near E3. Or whenever they do their showcase, launch it then and do that. And probably this has been a marketing thing to see, hey, let's put this out there. Let's see what the internet says. If the internet goes ablaze, then we will delay the game. If the internet is just kind of damage controlling it and it's not a big deal, then we will launch it as is. And as you see, the internet went crazy. And because of that, they will come out with their nice icon and they'll say, we heard you, and they're going to look like they listened to you. And there's your finesse right there. Well, we heard you. We saw that you really wanted a performance mode in this game. Like, but I'll question, like, wait, you didn't know that before? And goes to New Orleans and says, Jez, they're more excited about the frames they didn't show. That's about right, man. That's about right. That's why it goes. Phil's and that's what's going to happen. They are going to come out and they're going to say, we heard you. We know that you're not happy with the gameplay or happy with this news. So we're going to make sure that we prioritize frame rate and we launch the game with the performance mode. And I bet you that's what they're going to do. And then they're going to look like they listen to you, even though somebody, Microsoft management, should have been there going, we can't ship this without 60 frames per second mode. And I bet you they delay the game now another month. And they'll put it out in June, delay it again, and it'll look like this delay is not because of their issues, but because they listen to you. All optics, all PR bull. And this is what Microsoft does. They can't just make a great game and ship it out without, I'm sorry's, we heard you, patch it later, fix it later, do this. And Game Pass gives them that flexibility to do that stuff. Because they're not obligated, they're not selling this trash. They know majority of people are going to play this in Game Pass. And they're going to delay it. They got people paying $100 for this thing. Here's the Rook. Here he comes again. Now play him in single player mode. Look at this. Now you play. Look at this guy. Look how much fun this is. This guy at least is using his abilities. A bullet sponge. Bullet sponge. No other enemies. Why? There's like one enemy in the screen, and it's still going to be buggy. There's that thing again. And there you go. They stop it. They stop the gameplay right there. Dude, look how much energy is taken away. How long would this fight be? That's what I need to know. As a single person playing this game, as a one-person game, I'm shooting this guy. Look at his energy. How long would this battle take place? I need to know. You just going to be dodging and doing this for what, a half hour to grind him down? Look at this. Thank goodness they stopped the gameplay because this would have been like another 45 minutes of trying to kill this guy. Oh, wait, they did kill him with that. They hit him with that thing. Wait, how did he lose all that power? What the hell did he hit him with? If he didn't take the energy away, what the hell is that thing? It looked like it was going to take forever. But like, what? One guy running around. Like, this is a climax, dude. This is a climax of a fight. It doesn't look like there's a lot of vampires around. It looks like an empty world. I don't know, man. There's a lot of suspects. I think they're going to delay it. They're going to delay this thing. Oh, it's UV light? That's what it is? Okay, they hit him with UV light. So I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? He got hit with the rhino. I'm like, what the hell did he shoot him with? He shot him with like some goddamn... He shot him with garlic pellets. He shot him with some garlic pellets. But I think I could see them come out as a way to save this and look like a PR thing and basically look like we heard you and delay it. That's what I think they're going to do. Wow. Oh, man, look at this. Final Fantasy 16, 60 frames per second confirmed in PS5 performance mode. Stay tuned. That comes tomorrow. That showcase. You need to have a 60 frames per second mode. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not no frame rate snob, but you got to give people the option, especially this generation. You were doing it with the Pro and the Series X. How do you stop it? And this is a first-party game. This is not no indie dev like they went after Chia. Chia didn't have a 60 frames per second mode. It was an indie game made from Ireland, which is an awesome game, but it was an indie game. People were like, where's the performance mode in Chia? This is your first-party title. May 2nd? Yeah, I think it's going to get delayed. Oof. I think they're gonna push it. I think they're gonna come. I was trying to go on Twitter now to see if they announced if they. I think it's too soon. I think they're seeing the blowback of this whole thing, and I think that tomorrow or this evening you'll get a tweet from them. This doesn't even have ray tracing. There's no ray tracing or anything like that. There's nothing. And maybe tomorrow they'll announce that they're delaying it. I think they're going to push it. But again, like the whole point is that it's not. And all these guys I made fun of 60 frames, and I'm not paying anything 60 frames or less. Now this is not a big deal to them. You know, they're calling it haters if you hate about 60 frames per second. Goddamn, it's trending on Twitter, 60 FPS. And again, like I said, I'm not no 60 frames per second snob on the thing, but you set expectations with this generation, and Phil said it. That like would it feel? And this is your first party game, right? Wait. And like I said, well, why are people upset about 60 frames? Why? The expectations. Well, why? What does he say? What does he say to you? And just 24 hours ago, this is your leader right here.
Xbox is to bring the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet.
What?
So I'm really excited today to announce that PC Game Pass will come to 40 new markets. 40
Next
new
day
markets
he shows
that will get to
Redfall.
experience first-party games the day they launch. Games like Minecraft Legends, Redfall, Starfield, Forza, and hundreds of other games. Included in that is EA Play. EA Play from our partners at EA at no additional cost will be part of this PC Game Pass expansion, which we're really excited about. So I want to welcome new members to the community at Xbox who are going to get to grow their library of games that they get to play, find new players to play with.
This is what he cares
through the
about.
Expansion of PC Game Pass. Thanks for all the support over the years.
That's what he cares about. That's him. Instead of talking about Redfall, that's what he talks about. That's what he sits at the desk for. They don't show games, dude. Jen is about... And again, just to answer, like, Phil never promised 60 frames per second, right? And Greenberg says that's the expectation. Well, here's Phil Spencer talking about the next-gen consoles. The feel of the game is definitely something we wanted to have more focus on, not just throwing pixels at a screen. He says, frame rate to me is significantly more important to gameplay than resolution, and the mix of the two brings the right art style and freedom. He sold this generation of consoles that they're going to feel better. They're going to feel better. Frame rate was the reason why the series consoles existed, why they went with the processor that they were. It was frame rate, not resolution. And then Greenberg says 60 frames will be the standard. The feel. How feel. Frame rate is more important. That's what we say is next gen. More focus. But wait, you think that is the only time he talked? Oh my God. Come on now. You think I'm done? Here we go again. Expectations. Phil Spencer quotes, I think we've reached a point with Xbox One X in the generation where games look amazing, and there's always work to do for something to look more amazing. But I want games to feel as amazing as they look. We don't have that in today's generation, mainly because the CPU is underpowered relative to the GPU that's in the box. In order to reach a feel and frame rate, but he didn't promise anything, of and kind of consistency or variable refresh rate and other things we want. As we're looking in the future, we feel the games was definitely something we wanted to have more focus on, not just throwing stuff at the screen. Wow, that sounds like I should be expecting 60 frames since that's what they focused on. But wait, True, I'm going for the knockout punch, True Virgil. I'm sorry. We're not stopping. We're not stopping, True. I told you to stay back in. I told True Virgil, stay back in the goddamn dressing room. When I knocked you out before, we're going to knock you out one more time. I'm not stopping. We're not stopping here.
You heard me right.
They're con men.
Thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Final round. Final round. True, I told you to stay in the dressing room. Don't come back out here. Phil Spencer wants the Series X to focus on frame rate over resolution. Els, are you kidding me? Els?
Where's the lamb sauce?
Phil never promised anything. Okay. I got Garen Greenberg's tweet. Here we go. Selective memory. Well, he didn't specify Redfall. Redfall wasn't announced back then. But if Phil says we're developing the Series X to focus on frame rate, guys, hit that friggin' like button right goddamn now. He's telling you that the console exists for frame rate. And now he drops his game, Redfall, because guess what? They spent $70 billion to call it their own, not delivering frame rate as the most important goddamn thing. Came straight from his mouth. He didn't promise. Dude, this sounds more. That's why I said they talk too much. He talked too much. He wants to see. Let's go. Here we go. Look at this. Even though the Series X and S are promising 8K resolutions, he don't want to force them to do that. We never tried to limit developers on what they're trying to do, whether it's 60 frames. He's not telling the developers what to do. Okay, fine. But this is your own console. I think we've reached a point where games look amazing. Yeah, he said that before. 8K. 8K. Phil says the Series X developed for frame rates. That's he talking out his ass. He says the reason why he built that console was for frame rate. So why is it launching with 30 frames and 60 comes later? Don't you think that should have been the priority? If he's like, dude, we built this Series X console for frame rates, don't you think, dude, it better delivered frame rates? We're going bonus rounds. Our good friends at Windows Central say Xbox head Phil Spencer wants unprecedented frame rates on the Xbox Series X. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to use the phone!
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy
He's out in 120.
Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We keep going. He keep talking. Wait, he was saying about we're not doing 2020, guys. Now we're gonna go back. Oh my God, we're going back to 2019 when it was called Project Scarlet. Oh my God, Jesus, please.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Microsoft's next-gen Xbox will prioritize high frame rates and fast loading. Oh my God, this is when it was called Project Scarlet. Oh gosh. Spencer said that consistency will be top of the agenda for the new console, ensuring games will load fast and run at the highest frame rate possible. In this case, 60 frames per second. Look at this. Phil Spencer hyped the hell out of frame rates in 2019 and 2020. All to tell you in 2023, just wait for 60 frames after a 1-year delay.
Showcase, but I can't say when all our games need help. Bootleg Studios helping with Perfect Dark.
I know the Phil Nest blinds you, but dude, this sounds like more promises and hubbub than anything. Next gen existed to prioritize frame rate, the feel better, the feel. We've hit GPU, but it's about the CPU and feel games. Sounds like it was a priority, don't you think? Sounds like if I was Phil Spencer and I walked into Arcane Studios, I'll be like, guys, we're putting this on the X frame rate mode, right? 120 frames, shit, we're not even getting 60 frames. Phil talking a whole bunch. Saying it 3 different ways from Sunday. Promising better frame rates. Your game is not hitting 60 frames at launch. Your first party exclusive game. No third party deal. No like indie dev. Phil's game. First party game. $77 billion later. Frame rate is the most important thing for why these next gen consoles exist. The series consoles. And you can't get it at 60 frames. Yeah. Tell me. That sounds like, you want to pull at strings going, well, he didn't pay, I promise. Dude, he didn't have to promise. He basically sold you a lie. That's what he sold you. Wait a second. I think I'm done with the knockout punches. No, I'm not done with the knockout punches. I think I'm going to pull a Rocky. I didn't hear no bell. Easy E with the 5. He goes, that's really scary. That without ZeniMax, Xbox would have 2 years without any exclusive games. Easy E, exactly a great point. Bethesda is carrying Xbox. What are we doing here? This is all they got. And I heard it on the Spaces today, dude.
You're my number one customer.
I heard it on the Spaces today.
Let's talk about our next console.
Oh.
This is Project Scarlet.
Oh.
The most powerful and highest performing console we've ever designed.
Ouch.
So we just heard about the future of Xbox, and I'm really interested in the new console. We're talking about how powerful it's going to be, and we're talking about the next generation with xCloud.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the support timeline looks like for the Xbox One S and the Xbox One.
We don't care about
So
that.
in terms of S and X time, platforms have years and years.
1080p could exist.
Wait, what did you say?
This in my head, but the fact that we have millions of people still playing on their 360 and having a great time, I think those platforms have years and years ahead of them, and that's a good thing for them.
Wait a second. He lied right there. He just said that the Xbox S and X have years ahead of them. He killed that thing off right before the series consoles came out.
And specifically, I don't have anything to announce, nor to even have dates in my head. But the fact that we have millions of people still playing,
he lied about the freaking thing,
having a great time. I think those platforms have years and years ahead of them.
Years and years of
thing for the industry.
You killed it off.
This October, you'll be able to use our hybrid gaming cloud to play your games wherever you go.
I don't want to care about that.
Streaming video games, I guess.
I'd like to know that early on, the support for our customers, all of these experiences, whether you're on PC, a console, or Project X Cloud, and then with the cloud, having the ability to take
Xbox One X. So is like a 3-year cycle for new hardware going to be maybe a milestone, or?
This is completely honest. We don't have a timeline.
Yeah.
We don't know
when
anything.
Future console has to come. What we do as a team with our hardware engineers and our creators is we think about what is the next mark that we can make.
There it is, True Virgil.
To the experience itself. So you mentioned Xbox One X. When we define that,
here it is, True. I'm not putting words in his mouth. This is him.
And we said that if we can't reach 4K with that console, that we shouldn't do anything that's less than 4K. Doesn't mean every game or every developer is going to target 4K on the box, but we knew we could build really quality games. So when we started on Project Scarlet, it was about how do these great games look and how they feel. So for us, it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that kind of foreshadowing, which meant focus on the CPU, focus on frame rate, variable refresh rate, ensuring the box can go up to 120 frames per second.
120!
Working with TV manufacturers on what does it mean for the TVs to support
working with TV manufacturers
frame rates, so that the games feel as good as they look. And both of those things are going to get better in the next generation.
Are they, Phil?
Scarlet. I think I heard 8K capability.
Yeah,
8K.
So,
Are they?
Refresh rate and higher build really quality games.
Am I putting words in Phil's mouth? Am I putting words in Phil's mouth?
Where's the lamb sauce? It's raw, Melissa.
Yes, chef.
It's raw. Come on.
Yes, chef.
Don't. You'll see it better. He launches his next gen only game with 4K 30. Exactly. Don John Sean, he didn't promise 60. He was beyond it. He promised 120. Oh, shit. That's right. Best comment. Don John Sean. There we go.
Raw.
He gets the flute. Don John gets the flute. Quality flute. Man didn't promise 60 frames. He promised 120.
Xbox's hands of OSS first development. My name is Matty Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
Don't mess with the grind house.
So when we started on Project Scarlet,
here we
it was
go.
about how do these great games look?
I'll play it again.
And how they feel.
How they
for us,
feel.
it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that kind of foreshadowing. So for us, it was a big...
Dude was prepping your balls. He was prepping your balls. He was moving in slow. He was rubbing them nice. Right hand, left hand. He was prepping your ass. He said he was feeling you out for the frame rate. He was prepping your ass. He was putting on that powder. He was getting you all lubed up to deliver the high frame rates of next generation. He said it right there. He's like, I've been alluding to it. He been buttering your ass. He warming you ass. He warming that ass up. He warming you all up.
Focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that kind of foreshadowing.
Ooh, he's been slickster. He's been foreshadowing. He be feeling that. He's like, it's about frame rate. I've been real he been brushing that ass. He getting you nice warm. He been focused on frame rate before frame rate existed.
Yeah.
Which meant focus on the CPU, focus on frame rate, variable refresh rate, ensuring the box can go up to 120 frames per second.
120 promise.
TV manufacturers on what
TVs he working with.
TVs to support variable refresh rate and higher frame rate, so that the games feel as good as they look. And both of those things are going to get better in the next generation.
They will get better in the next generation. Phil, tell me again. Tell me again how they're going to get better. Please, I need to know. Phil says they're going to get better. Better days are coming around. Phil says it's going to get better. He said that in 2019, dude. It's going to feel better. He said it's going to feel better. Like, I like to get the visual. I want the feel. He's going to feel better. I want the visual right now. I need a visual. I need a goddamn visual. I need a visual with sound. Phil, let me go. Guys, get ready for your clipping and capping. Here it is. Let's go. Clip it and cap it. Here we go. Where was that, Phil? Please, I need something here. Here we go. First party game, Phil. Tell me more about it. I like this for full effect. I need full effect, everybody. Grind us. Hit that goddamn like button. 303. We got hit that goddamn like button. I need a full effect.
It's less than 4K. Doesn't mean every game. quality games. So when we started on Project Scarlet, it was about how do these great games look and how they feel. So for us, it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that, kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Which meant focus on the CPU, focus on frame rate, variable refresh rate, ensuring the box can go up to 120 frames per second, working with TV manufacturers on what does it mean
Who's
for
that
those
Phil? I
that
need it
focus
again.
on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, we can't reach 4K with that console, that we shouldn't do anything that's less than 4K. Doesn't mean every game or every developer is going to target 4K
please.
on the box, but we knew we could build really quality games. So when we started on Project Scarlet, it was about how do these great games look and how they feel. So for us, it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that, kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Which meant focus on the CPU, focus on frame rate, variable refresh rate, ensuring the box can go up to 120 frames per second, working with TV manufacturers on what does it mean for the TVs to support variable refresh rate and higher frame rates so that the games feel as good as they look. And both of those things are going to get better in the next generation.
Talking about projects.
Only in the Grindhouse. You're going to feel better. Hashtag feel. Feel. You're going to feel better. Feel. And pay $70 more, too. As we're going to make them feel better, you're paying $70 more for making them feel better. Focus on frame rate. He's been alluding to... Come on, dude. Whew. We have articles of quotes. You got the horse's mouth right there telling you it's next gen was all about frame rate. And then he drops his first party game. Frame rate coming later. Sounds like a priority to me. You saw the gameplay. Does that game look like it's pushing particle effects and everything? We heard from the Rook. He's upset. Nah. Phil Ness exists. There you go. Grinders, a fantastic games bite. Bite whatever you want. Take a bite back out of RedFall. Wouldn't be surprised if they delayed a game. But Grindhouse never forgets. That's why you come back. That like button, there it is. And like I said, we revisit the stuff, and it's crazy as things come along. It makes it so much clearer on the stuff that we're seeing. He hyped up frame rate for this generation. That's why they went with a better CPU. And now, what are you doing? You need to lead by example. Your Halos, your games need to lead the charge. Nintendo does that. You'll see tomorrow with Zelda. Sony's been doing that with their games. Their first-party games. I remember nobody uses the adaptive triggers. Only Sony's going to use it. Sony showed with Astrobot the potential, and that made people want to do more. They showed what graphics could look like with Horizon Forbidden West. That pushes developers to do more. You talk about frame rate, and you show your first party not targeting 30 frames. What message does this send to third-party developers putting games on an Xbox, everybody? What message does this send? What message does this send to a developer making a game for Xbox? Well, hell, if Xbox first party is not doing it, well, I could patch my 60 frames and 120. We don't even know about 120. Notice they didn't say a 120 mode is coming to this game. They did not say a 120 mode. Notice it's only a 60 frames per second mode. Notice they didn't say high performance modes will be coming later. Starfield's going to be 30. But what does this send a message? Does this make everybody wanting to push 60 frames per second on an Xbox? Or they go, hey, you know what? We can't get our game to run at 60 frames. Just ship it at 30 frames and patch it later. Well, wow. Why are you doing that? Well, Microsoft's doing it to their own console. Why can't we do it? That's the message this sends to developers. Third party looking at this, you think they're going to prioritize 60 frames in a game if they can't get it to run optimized on the game? No. Hell, you want to even see one thing worse? Dude. Ghostwire Tokyo, another a game that was built for them over a year ago. They had a whole year its frame rate is all over the place. Ghostwire Tokyo, another Bethesda game that ran fine on the PlayStation, now came out in Game Pass on Xbox. Frame rate is all over the place. Inexplicable dips from 60 down to 30. Bewildering slow motion input delay the game and make it unplayable. Ghostwire Tokyo, another frame rate question mark. Dude was promising 120 frames, can't even hold 60. What are we doing here? And that's the show, Grinders. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Hit that like button, share it out, subscribe to the Grindhouse, be a VIP grinder, use those emojis, hit me up in the comments section, and stay tuned for the Gaming Grindhouse and more to come from Grinds My Gears. Thank you again, everybody. Hit me with the song 20, and it's all because of one word, 2 words, Game Pass. Hit me with the horns.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. Games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plague Tale Requiem. What to play first?